Oh, it's time. I'm here. The microphone is not here. I am here. Now the microphone is here. Hello, everybody. Look, I finally got rid of the COVID hair. Woo! It's great. All right. Welcome to the weekly one page here on all the RPGs. It's time once again to begin work on the Obsidian Dragon breeding grounds. The Lair of the Obsidian Dragon. I don't know. I'm going to call it something like that. Obsidian Dragon breeding grounds. In a volcano created by dwarves for chaotic neutral dragon worshipping clerics as a lair for an obsidian dragon so that she could birth a clutch of eggs. Then the volcano erupted and wiped out the cult. Or did it? Now it's been abandoned for some time. Creatures have moved into the lower caverns, but the obsidian dragon still reigns at the top of the volcano. Is the story I wrote up. I did not plan on doing a vertical map this week. I really wanted to do a horizontal one, and yet I used the I used the Dungeon Master's Guide for 5e, and 3 times it rolled in a volcano. And I suppose it could have been a horizontal map, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of the volcano. So, volcano. Whew. I've had a busy day already. Took the girls to the airport, played around at disc golf, got the keys to the new apartment, and took a nap, and now I'm here. Now the question is, do I need... Oh yeah, I'm going to put some trees and stuff in here, because like the place has gone wild since they are not there anymore. So like all kinds of stuff has grown up. Grass, and I don't want palm trees. Oh yeah, I used these vines before. They're super cool. That's too large though. I'm going to shrink it down. Yeah, these vines are really awesome. I like these vines. Like right there, like it's reaching up to block out the light. Almost got it. It's almost managed to block out the light. It's just reaching for the light to grow. Let's see what other vines. Ooh, these are cool. I don't want, it doesn't need any angle. I'll put it like right here. And the vines have grown up and are like covering kind of the entrance itself. Man, all of these vines are just working. They're just working. All right. So they're growing stuff and plants. I like this. Let's just put. But these are all top downs. I want. It's so hard to make side view maps in Incarnate. Like I love Incarnate. I love how easy it is for me to do stuff, but everything is top down, or isometric. Nothing is side view. Well, it's okay, I guess. I mean, oh, that's weird. It's just not what people are calling for, I suppose. It just happens to be what, oh, you know what, that fairy garden stuff. Where is that? That fairy garden stuff is side view. It's like weird mushrooms and plants and stuff. We used them in the past. Garden. No. Fairy. Fae? Can't remember what that's called. I don't want the water. What am I gonna do? I don't know. We'll see. Nope. See, those are all side view plants too. Side view foliage. All right. Forest. Oh, this could work right here. Medium floral plants. Way too big again. Shrink it down like here. Yeah, like there and. It's just like this weird little jungle growing up in kind of weird little underground jungle area, which of course is going to attract specific types of monsters. Right. water, roots, forest. What the heck was that one called? I'm just going to scroll. They're really brightly colored. They're hard to miss. Aha, here they are. Look at like fairy pumpkins and flower bushes and lavender and flowers and leaf plants. Put that one there and maybe one here, and you just kind of get the point that it's overgrown, right? Like everywhere. Oh, there's just 3 of them. Okay. Switch over to trippy mushrooms. There should be, I mean, there should be trippy mushrooms, right? There's got to be some trippy mushrooms. Oh, you know what? Those should all face the other way because the sunlight is over there. Sunlight's over there. Sunlight is over there. Oh, yeah, that's fine too. Sunlight is, all the sunlight's coming through these slanted cuts in the ceiling there, and so as plants do, they would all be leaning towards the light. These vines are trying to grow up there and catch the light. I'm trying to grow into the light right there. Do I want some larger things? There are some trees that would fit, I'm sure of it. Yeah, like this. Oh, the world tree. Just kind of, oh yeah, I'm gonna put these like in the background, like really big. This will be cool. This will be cool. Maybe even bigger than that. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in there, and then I'm gonna dump them all to the back. I don't want that one again. I already got that one. What about this one? Oh, I like this one. There. Now, just gonna grab this one, and that one, and that one, and I'm gonna flatten them to the background. And I knew that one would pop up then. Flatten it to the background. There, now you see like there's trees. Hello, Cerebus! I hope you're doing well. Do I have any sites I use when I'm looking for players for a game? How do you mean, like our games? Or like the games I get paid for? Because if it's the games I get paid for, that is, and I suppose you could use it to find other players and stuff. You should just, if you're looking for players for a game, you should just use my Discord server. Because there's, you know, tons of people there. Belway 26. Oh, see, now that's too small. Belway. Tell me when you can read it. Yeah, by all means, use the 2OG public server. I don't like it there now. It's just such a long thing. But I use that for if people are paying me, and then just use the Discord. You know the Discord right there. There's a game scheduling channel in there that you can use. I can give you a. You want a channel? You want a text channel about it? I'll give you a text channel right now. Okay, hero. What do you want me to call it? Tell me what you want me to call it. There's like 80 some people on there. Hero games. Okay. I will permissions. What I will do is I think you're in the new crew. No, maybe not. I think you're in the band. Remove the new crew. Okay. Okay, and then the band, you can view, you can manage, change that channel's permissions, create an invite, send messages, embed links, attach files, yes, yes, yes. Add reactions, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Sure. Okay, there. And then everyone can view, send messages, embed links, attach files, add reactions, external emojis, read message history. There. All right, done. It's right here. All right, you have a channel called Hero Games on the 2OG public Discord server. I gave you full control, basically, and then you can always do an @everyone in game scheduling. I'm fine with you doing that. Actually, I think you can just do it in Hero Games because I gave everyone on the server access to it, so you can @everyone in that channel, and literally everyone will see it. All right, cool. Happy to oblige. Oh, these are weird trees. I think I'm gonna put one more of these, but really big in the background, kind of fill the whole space with it, like that, and then I'm gonna flatten that to the background too. I did that backwards, didn't I? Yeah, it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get that really big one again. This one, yeah. I'm gonna put it right there, and then I'm gonna drop it down a layer so it's behind those other trees. But then I'm gonna make it really big, like that. Yeah, see? And then drop that one to the background. Boop. And then I can drop this. And nope, and that all to the background. On the background. Whoosh. There. Now it looks like an overgrown kind of corner of the place. All right, cool. I feel like there's going to be multiple floors in this one here. So I'm going to go into F. And we're going to turn off the watercolors. It was fun while it lasted. Bah! Oh, you're way up there. There we go. I want to make like some wooden floors and stairs. Stairs. Whoa. Whoa. Very large. Very large. Very small. Is that 5 feet? Oh yeah, I decided that was 5 feet. So these stairs going up here, and then and then there's another level going right, like, let's see, like right there. What do you mean, the icons? Like the reactions in Discord? What are we talking about? The stamps? These stamps that I'm using? I have no music playing for myself. All I hear is traffic. I need to do that. Hey! I got the keys for the new place today. Woo! I don't know. You can upload whatever you want. See right here in the upper left corner? right here. It says upload. So I've uploaded. You can look. Some of the cars from the Wasteland map and like whole other maps that I then put in the background and drew over and then just deleted off of the that's Oumuamua, that strange extrasolar system thing that flew through space. So if I upload, it says PNG or JPEG up to 8 megabytes, 4096 by 4096 are the limitations on it. I guess that answers the question, huh? So I got the keys. I get to move stuff into the garage today already. I'm so excited because this apartment that I'm in right now could probably fit in my garage spot. I'm gonna have so much room, it's crazy. I think they would make stone floors or wooden floors. Well, it was built by dwarves. I forgot. It was built by dwarves, so it would totally be like white marble walls. This. Marble floors. They made marble floors. Alright, I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees. 90 degrees, yeah. Yeah. I forgot it was built by dwarves for these, I want it thinner. Oh, look at that. I'm going to put it behind the stairs, right? Because then the stairs lead up to it. And then these stairs just come down a bit. Oops. Like that. And they go up to the next one. So then I can just copy, paste. I'm going to put it like right there. And then I'm just going to copy these stairs. Put it right up to there, just like the last one. Man, that fit really well. It fit together really well. Like, look at that. You can almost not tell that there's two stamps there. That's really nice. I'm going to throw those stamps in the back anyway, because they should be further away. Same thing with these. These should be there. This one should be there. There we go. All right, there we go. I don't know what. They really wanted wooden stairs, apparently. So that'd be like 3 floors. So now I could do the same thing over here. So for the temple, I made an outlet like here. And so I think that maybe some of this stuff down here happened later. I'm not sure. Notice the attention to detail. Clouds and stalagmites, because it's been raining in here. And that's where all this water came from. Like steam and stuff escaping from the lava. Oh, what if it's a sulfuric acid lake? Sorry. Yes, absolutely. Sulfuric acid lake. Another reason to build all your stuff out of stone. Ooh, what if now that I think about it, one of these stairs should be broken. All right, now I'm in the groove. Now I got it. Oh yeah, I can feel the brain flexing. Flex, brain flex. These right here, broken fancy castle stairs. Did I use fancy castle stairs? I don't think so. I think I just used regular. Here, broken stairs right there. Go away. Which one are you? Nope, not you. Oh, perfect. Look at that. What if there's what if there's as a matter of fact, I'm gonna break these other stairs, but down here. I'm gonna flip that 90 degrees. No, 180 degrees. Not that. So here's what happened. Some of the some of the sulfuric acid cloud kind of escaped from the lake, and over here, right here, here's the sulfuric acid lake. Sulfuric acid lake, sulfur acid cloud, hydrogen, probably like not hydrogen sulfide. That's this would just be sulfur fumes, and okay, and then it got stuck in here and it destroyed all of this. So over here in this other one, there's not going to be really any stairs left because everything got destroyed by sulfuric acid. So they're going to have like 2 more floors. Why do you say it would be boiling? Tell me more about that. You think because whoa. Because of rapid evaporation? Oh man, I could almost put another one in there. This is a big complex, suddenly. Heat from magma under it. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, they're in the volcano. I could put some of these waves in here to make it look like it's boiling. Let's see what this looks like. There's not necessarily magma under the sulfuric acid lake. I like this. But like all the fumes from the magma and stuff have condensed into these clouds. So moisture, because there's some openings to the outside over here on the left, a bunch on the left, and then the dragon's lair on the right. So air has circulated through there, and humidity has got trapped and then turned into clouds and then rained. But it mixed with sulfur gas coming out of the magma, and then when it rained, it made a sulfuric acid lake. Well, that's going to kill so many players. They're going to be like, oh, let's just swim in Chloros. It's my favorite thing ever. With the kids, I've had to institute like sets of world rules for them to help them like understand the danger in the worlds of Dungeons and Dragons, and so and just to kind of guide how the game is going to go. So this is what I've made the rules of the world now for most of the kids' games. Actions have consequences even if you don't see them immediately. Splitting parties is usually a bad idea. Teamwork will always win the day. Caution is the easiest way to be safe. If you don't adventure, you don't get the spoils. Like some of them were like, oh, I'm just going to sit in the inn and let them go. I was like, no inter-party combat. They can fight all they want in video games. They don't have to fight in Dungeons and Dragons right now. Not against each other anyway. There's plenty of monsters. Man, why is it so burned out? I don't even really have that. Oh, there is a bunch of light coming in right there. If I do this instead. Nope, that's worse. What if I do this instead? There, that's better. Looks like I could just put this here. I don't really need it anymore. You get the idea. Okay. Yeah, so the water vapor mixed with sulfur fumes coming out of the magma created sulfuric acid. I want to say hydrochloric acid, but that's not it. Sulfuric acid. So then there's this one lake. It's super clear. Is super clear? Sulfuric acid. But it's kind of roiling a little to tip them off that. Here, sulfuric acid lake. I bet you there's one in Idaho. The largest lake of acid on Earth. What? Look at that. Is that the color of the Lake of Kawaijin? Indonesia is famous for hosting some of the world's most powerful volcanoes. Krakatoa, located on an island soon strait between Java and Sumatra in Indonesia, one of them because of blah, 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 blah. 36 million cubic meters represent a solution of sulfuric acid and hydrogen chloride. Oh my god, that's amazing. On the edge of the lake, the fumaroles, volcanic gas eruptions, depose 4 tons of sulfur daily. Such acid lakes are also found on the volcanoes Kusatsu Shirane in Japan and Poas. But the Indonesian lake is by far the largest acid lake on Earth, having a maximum depth of 212 meters. Oh my god. Mix of rainfall with gases coming from the depths of a volcano. Boom. Right there. That's it. The green crater. They call it the green crater. So the water is green. Now the water is green. I'm going to put this into my notes here for the map because that was super interesting. Volcanoes are dangerous places, people. If you don't know that already, your character deserves to die. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Oh, the walls of the Kawaijin Lake are light ochre, but the water has a turquoise color with emerald reflections. Temperature of the water is 34 C, and sulfur bubbles float on the surface. Score. The surroundings are covered by sulfur powder. Smell is pungent and irritating, filled with sulfur dioxide. That's what I meant, sulfur dioxide. From place to place, sulfur pours at a temperature 120, like bright red trails, which gradually solidify, becoming lemon yellow. Oh my god, 600,000 tons of hydrogen chloride. Holy crap. That lake is freaking awesome. So I'm just going to call it acidic lake. It's acidic in Latin. I'm guessing it's acid. Acidum. I knew it. Acidum Lake. There. Well, now I want more pictures. Let's check out some pictures of that place. Oh man, that's so cool. Check that out. Ooh. Whoa, look at all that sulfur. Holy crap. It's funny because in another thing, I had a sulfur mine in the sewers that I collabed with Domil's Wondrous Worlds. Just go pick up a whole bunch of sulfur. But the lake is super cool. Oh man. All right. I got to find that color in Incarnate now. Save all that. And then I want to go here. I can make it. I can just use something that's close like this. And then I got to brighten up. I'm going to go here. Filter. I'm going to brighten the saturation. Oh, that's a little too green though. Is that about it? Yeah, a little brighter, Okay, now what if... Oh, yeah. It's got to be like, it's got to make sense. So there's got to be like a... That's even a little too high, damn it. Right, I'm gonna paint the walls and stuff yellow. Yeah. Like some red lines, and then okay, so it's got to come to like here. So anything above that has to be great. Oh, there, now it looks like it's smoking. Cool. I can move that down a little bit, but I like it. So these stalagmites, I'm going to change these stalagmites in color. This is my favorite part of making maps. It really is, like putting in all the clues for the people to figure out. All right, I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to just shrink it down. Like there's lots of clues here to figure out what's going on with these. I don't want them to be like hundreds of feet high. Oh, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to go paint over that. Okay. I don't know, that was weird. All right, now I can grab these. Oops. Grab these stalagmites. Ooh, stalagmites, right? Like put them right there. But before I drop them to the background, let's change them to yellow. See if we can nail it here. Right there. Brighten up the saturation, the brightness. That looks like massive piles of sulfur, doesn't it? Right there, okay. Boop. Now there's two there. So I can just and then what there's going to be, yeah, totally. And then what there's going to be is flatten to the background. Whoosh. There we go. And it says there are like red rivulets of the water's turquoise with emerald reflexes. Sulfur bubbles on the top. Surroundings covered by sulfur powder. Smell is pungent, irritating, filled with sulfur dioxide. Sulfur pores it like bright red trails, which gradually solidify into lemon yellow. So I'm gonna do some fancy drawing back here, like right on top of, actually right at the edge there. It's gonna be foreground. F, bright red, huh? Maybe like that. Like it's dripping down. Oh, that's too high. I want it to be 1. So it's raining down onto this stuff right here. Right there. But then it's going to go from red to yellow, so I suspect it's going to be like orange in the middle there, and then it just turns into, yeah, it just yellow. All right, so there'll be like some orange here, and then like this kind of bright yellow. Oops, bright yellow. Like all of this is yellow. Well, probably not underwater because it would be in solution. So I'll fix that. All of this is like yellow. And then jack up the softness, and it's kind of mixed in here. Jack up the softness, check the size. Get a little soft edge there. Whoa, that was a little too much. Oh, I just learned a new trick. Nope. Brush. I want this one again. Because anything underwater would be aqueous. Solution. It'd be in solution. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow here too. Here, to give everyone a hint, like, hey, there's something going on here. How did I do that? How did I do that? Yeah, that, do that. But then on this side, it's going to be that texture again, because it would be aqueous. What happened in the background there? That's weird. Oops. I need to this. It's like leaking out. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. That's as close as I can get. All right. What if I God damn it, I did it again. Oh, I bet I know what I can do. I'll just subtract some here. Whoa. Oops, that was add. That was add. Yeah, it's just like leaking over into the... There. All right, there we go. Acid lake. So now back to here. Oh yeah, there's going to be like a hint of yellow all the way across, all the way up through this here. That yellow, yes. And then I want it to have like this and like a real light dusting, in the foreground of like that was not, that was bad. That was not good. This 13. There. How's that look? And then over here, I have to go into the background. What I have to do is I have to put these... First I got to do the stairs, the broken stairs. Change that stamp. I want it to be a little thinner, a little taller, a little taller, a little thinner. Definitely more broken. That was even a little too tall. Yep, right there. Okay. And then another one like right here. Sure, sulfur is definitely sulfur is a big element. It would definitely be heavier than standard like O2 because it's sulfur oxide. Yeah, I know. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Yes, Dave, it's going to be something wonderful. That when the volcano erupted, the sulfur gas killed everybody. Yeah. I'm gonna get one more of those sea waves things right here. And I'll make it really big. Oh. Oh man, this is cool. You mean, so you're saying it's gonna be like that, but in the background? It would probably drop all the way down to there too, hey? That's totally what killed the cult. What killed the cult? And the plants are somehow filtering it out. Plants are somehow surviving even though there's all this sulfur stuff going on. Yeah, like these vines right here have adapted to be sulfur tolerant, and then fresh air is coming in through the light tubes. There, now we know what happened to the cult. Now we know what happened to the cult. I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put a bunch of stuff in there. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It doesn't need to be super complex because you're not gonna have a battle there. It's more of like a gauntlet to get through to the top. Background, I'm just gonna get rid of some of this. There we go. Volcano erupts. Poisonous gas. Sulfur acid lake kills everybody. Doesn't go up to this level. The Obsidian Dragon probably wouldn't care either way. And this old temple is just left untouched because it didn't make it. Oh, it didn't make it all the way through the. See that? There's like some in the background, but it acted like a cork, like a seal, and it's sealed. So once you get up there, you're fine, or if you come in there, but then when you come down here, it's all toxic. Okay, the breeding grounds, the dragon eggs are there. She's there. This is the temple. This is where they used to speak with the dragon. The elevator, the dead. Okay, what was this? What was this? Like, leave offerings to the dragon? Like, just some grand entrance? Maybe it got hollowed out later? It's really a bunch of environmental hazards. You have to get past this lava to get into here, and then you get into all the sulfur, all the acid. Oh, the dragon gets out right here. There's this big hole. So this is the mother dragon's lair, and then there's this tunnel that goes to these 4 eggs right here. That's her clutch, and of course clouds have formed in that big cavern too, but because it's got a lot of fresh air, it's not like sulfuric acid. So this is all, and then this was how the humans this was how the cult went and spoke with the dragon from this temple they had here, and so this was all the cult here. And then they had this for gardening, so they could be self-sustaining. And then this down here, I don't know what all this was. Pre-existing stuff, maybe. Like maybe they had the dwarves just carve this out, because this was already, the caves were already there. But then, oh, maybe this stuff just opened up when the volcano. But they had this big statue down here. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put a bunch of vines and stuff in that that have like blown in over time. 190, and have just like started growing on all this stuff. 0. But like this one, like right. Flip it this way, right here. Flatten that to the background. Growing some kush, apparently. I don't know. What they're, I don't know. It's just randomly growing this stuff back here. Up here. Growing out from under there. Right click, flatten to background. Maybe a 90-degree turn. This way, there we go, that's what I wanted. Because it's so warm in here, it's like it's a greenhouse, but without real light. It's getting light. Light is being given off from the magma, lava. It's magma underground, but when it breaks through the surface, it becomes lava. So that's either a lava fountain or a magma, because it's underground. I don't know. It's hard to say. All right. There, it's all fleshed out. These should be, there should be a bunch of powder sulfur here, a bunch of sulfur powder right here. Yeah, I mean, actually, the walls would probably be a little covered in it too, huh? All the ledges, it drops out of atmosphere, this whole tunnel. Like once they get to like right here, they're like, oh, something's wrong. I gotta change the color of that water. That again. This one, yep, right there, apply. There we go. Acid pond and acid lake. I mean, there's a couple different ways to come in, but if you come in the bottom, you have to go through all the trouble. we'll say this is too steep to climb right here. So I'll come in here and we'll subtract some, like, it goes like this. Oh, that was the wrong thing. I want it to be this one. That's fine. Too steep to climb, right? Maybe they had like a little landing area. You had to be able to fly. That was the thing. You had to be able to fly to get into the temple. So here, people could fly up and enter the temple. Because it was all about dragons. There. Is it done? I think it's done. I gotta take this acid lake off of here. Because now I know what it is, but I don't need there. I'll save that. Now, subscribers, I know I didn't drop last week's weekly one page yet, but it's almost done. As a matter of fact, now that I have this done, because I only, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rooms. 8 rooms should take me about 2 hours. So I'm gonna. This is saved. Cool. I'm gonna export this as an image, and then I can get to work on. Finishing last week's. This is WOPA 7. Can you believe it's 7 weeks? I'm just going to call it Obsidian Dragon. 7 weeks of this. Man, time just flies sometimes. Just like, shoosh. Somebody was just like, but you like just moved last month. And I was like, I know, it's been a year. All right. So I'm going to shut that down. Make that disappear. I do have to make some coffee, which I'm going to do as soon as I open up InDesign here and make sure that it shows. So y'all have something pretty to look at while they could also enter the way. They could, it's true. But then they'll probably face the dragon straight away. And this is like a big angry mama Obsidian dragon. So I think that would be bad for the party. So the adventure hook's going to be like, hired to steal an obsidian dragon's egg. Just one egg. You only have to steal one if you can survive and get out with it. Like, that is not the preferred way to enter, is like, let's go right in where, hey, that looks like a hole up there. Let's go in there. What do you think made this hole? I don't know. What are we here to steal? An obsidian dragon egg? Oh, shit. That's how that would go, I think. That's how that would go. So here's where I'm at on number 6, the tunnels of Titan Rock. As you can see, it's pretty crowded, and it's almost done. If I look at the layers, 1 through... Oh, it might be done. I'm just going to go over them because I'm not sure if I copied some and didn't finish all the writing, or maybe I finished it in my sleep, apparently. I guess I could maybe publish this today for all the subscribers or others. All right, I gotta make some coffee. I'll be right back. Where's the be right back? Where's the be right back? Where is it? There it is. No, be right back. Coffee run. I don't want to cover up the whole thing though. Here, I'll put it over here. Put it right there, because then the timer will just cover up my camera. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Golly, that was a fast 5 minutes. All I did was, like, clean up some hedgehog poop in his cage and make coffee. And look, the timer's done already. Okay. It's gonna rain this weekend. I'll select to that later. Okay, so last week was the Tunnels of Titan Rock. If you recall, in week 4, now everything but this week tied together. All of the previous weekly one pages tied together because I put this little text layer called hidden on right here. I put this little text layer called hidden on all of them. Excavated was the island from week 2. The Cult of Entropic Inevitability was week 1. The City of Tyresy was week 3. Titan Rock was week 4. Week 5 was the Ravens of Tyresy, the one-page RPG that I made. And so this thing, Titan Rock, broke free from the island, week 2. Right here under the Entropic Temple, there is week 1. As a matter of fact, it says right here, see WOPA 1, the Cult of Entropic Inevitability for detailed map. So that ties together week 1, week 2 with week 4 and 6. And then week 3 was the island, which this broke away from. Oh no, week 3 is the City of Tyresy, which this is floating toward because the spark that they're digging out of Tyresy is another dead Titan's body. So this is the Tunnels of Titan Rock. And that was a little too far, right there. Okay, good. And so now I'm just going to go through. I know I have to finish Chiropterans. So, number 1, the number 1 caves here. I can display performance high quality, so the map looks good now. So the map looks good. There we go. The map looks good now. Okay, so the ones are tunnels carved. This area of tunnels was carved by the sea, which was a coastal region, used to exist, blah, blah, blah. And so there's like algae, dried kelp and algae across the walls and floors, and there's these tangles of sea snakes in them. And then the twos, well, there's just this one two, the Sea Elf Enclave. So there's a whole bunch of tunnels here with 3 main chambers. When you're in the chambers, you can roll a d10 if you're doing some... why is that way over there? Perception checks and whatnot, and you might find a large black pearl, deep crimson piece of coral, box of turquoise animal figurines, a magical trident, or a magical mask. So a mask of water reading 3 hours a day. When worn, it mutters into the wearer's ears. Of what? One need but listen. All right, so that was number 2. Number 3 is the Titan's Lung. You're literally diminished. You're literally sponge like texture. You're in the lung of the Titan basically right here. I didn't even do anything with it, I just described it. And then it talks about the minions, which are all in WOPA number 4. Speaking of number 4, here's the Titan's rib cage. It tells you what kind of encounters might happen there. I need to do some formatting on this one, so I need to go here, turn this into a bold. This one, bold. Okay, and then that in that box, that text needs to have a effect of an outer glow. Just makes it a little easier to read. Preview it. You see how much easier it is to read right there. All right. The outer glow on the Tangle of Sea Snakes box is a little too bright. Oh, this one doesn't have it at all. That one's got to get it. Got to get it. Got to get it. Left my wallet in El Segundo. I've actually been to El Segundo, California. Surprisingly. This should be like 70. This should be about 20. It's not working. So number 4 is done. Number 5 is not done. I know number 5 is not done because I said I have to finish the Chiropterans. So these are the Chiropterans, otherwise known as Batfolk. Chiropteran Defender, small humanoid, lawful neutral, armor class 18, hit points 28. That's not right. I think I took that from somewhere else. They don't have that much natural armor. They're going to have an armor class of leather, which would be 11, plus dex, which would be 3. That's 14. There we go. They're not that sturdy, these defenders. I'm going to say they're like 3rd level fighters, plus 3. So 33, that's 16 is half. Speed 25, fly 25, walk. I'm going to say they're not the best at walking. Just walking 15, but flying 25. Okay. Strength, dex, con, blind sight, passive perception is 14. And then I think they're going to have a bite, just like this. And they're going to have a swarm. Bite, let's see, plus 3, reach 0, one creature in, I'm just going to say one creature. Hit is going to be, it's a small mouth biting you. I'm going to say 3d4, which is 8, so 4 points. Piercing damage. And these defenders suck blood. So I'm going to say on hit, target must make dex save, DC 13, 14, sure, DC 14, or lose 1 point of con until next long rest. Brutal. Okay, now they're going to have this swarm action as well, which means they can get together and swarm. Defenders can Chiropter defenders, I'm going to say 3d10. Defenders can swarm by gathering into a group. When swarming, they can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the swarm can move through any opening large enough for a small creature. The swarm can't regain hit points or gain temporary hit points. Right. Hit points are equal to the number of defenders in the swarm times 16 HP. There we go. So if there's 10 of them, it's 160 points. Blah, blah, blah. They fly, they bite. They're going to have a claw attack too, which I don't think those snakes don't have it. They have a bite. Something else on here has a claw attack though, I thought. Oh, 9 is not done. I got to finish 9. I know that now too. Dagger. Bite. Tentacle. Fling. You know what I could do? Because the Kraken is on WOPA 4. When they get here, that's a good question. It's kind of like a mini campaign thing, right? Because you have all the exterior stuff to investigate and you have all the interior stuff to investigate. I don't know. I mean, these are small. These are like 4 foot tall, 3 to 4 foot tall bat humanoids. Their bite can't be that much. But losing a point of con, but due to blood loss from the defender. So I can... Giant rats are the bane of many of my party's existence. It's true. Rats, goblins, and gelatinous cubes. I almost offed the whole group of kids in an intro this past weekend with 3 goblins and some really good rolls on their crossbows. I'm gonna say extracting blood. Okay, defenders. Yep, swarm right there. Yep. Oh, there's gonna be a claw attack. All right, I'm just gonna do it from scratch. Claw. Melee weapon attack plus. They have a 2. They know how to use them. Plus 4 to hit. It's a melee weapon. Why do I have to say reach? It has no reach. Doesn't matter. I can take that out of there. All right. Plus 4 to hit. 1 creature. Oh, I'm going to give them multi-attack. Chiropteran attacks with bite and claw each round. Can attack with. Never forget the rats. Plus 4 to hit 1 creature. Hit is 1d6. So 3, 1d6. Now they're doing 7 points per on average per round. And if we look into D&D, they have 14 armor class and 16 hit points. When you look at creating monster statistics by challenge rating, to answer your question of what level should they be, armor class 14, damage per round there, and attack bonus plus 3. They should have more hit points. Here, if I want to make them a 1, damage per round 9 to 14, sure. Attack bonus 3, yes. 71 hit points, yikes. Armor class 13, proficiency bonus. So they're slightly better armored. So then I'll give them 50. Oh, so it was 5d10. 5d10 plus 5, that's 55. So the average on that is 27. It's still pretty low, but it's fine. It'll still be challenging. I mean, 1d6 crossbows take out first level, so these things could easily take out first or second levels. 7 points on a round on a wizard is a dead first level wizard, and potentially a dead second level wizard, depending on how it was created. Okay, on hit target must make no. That's it. Okay, good. That is done. Okay, 5 is done. 6 here. So 5 is the Chiropteran cave. And then they're paired up with the Bat Cave, which is full of bats who have been attracted to the Chiropterans. So then there's a swarm of bats. Blah, blah, blah. 7, there's a bunch of 7s on the map. If we scroll over here. Oh, there's just these 2 7s. I made those 9s. So 7, the hollows. Many places within Titan Rock are just voids that have been excavated by the Titan's minions. These empty spaces have been made to lighten Titan Rock. Excavated earth is dumped. Oh, that's right. I said I got to go into the map in Incarnate and update it. So I closed Chrome. Remember the rats of November. Ooh. The vermin. Gunpowder. The verminide plot. The verminite plot will never surrender. Rats trying to blow up the city so that they can rule the sewers unfettered. Not saved yet. Now you're saved. Did it pop back up over here? It did not because I turned it off. Oop. What if I do... What do I need to do here? It should just be right there. Oh, it's not called the same thing. Weird. There. Yes, yes, save. Yes, yes, very well. Alright, return my maps. The tunnels, Titan Rock tunnels right here. I'm just gonna, there's just a couple minor things I need to do, and I'll just put it in place at the end. So you see the bats have an entrance over there, but subtract. But they, over here, there should be a tunnel where they can dump waste rock out. Right there. Sure, they just made like a slide. And just throw it out there. Oops. I was looking at something else. I think they might actually also just like knock that out so they threw it out there and then they throw it out here and they hope it just falls out so they don't have to deal with it again. Right? There we go. Okay, good. So that's 7, the hollows, and then 8 is the heart of the Titan. The 8 right there, Titan's heart. Blah blah blah, Titan's blood, and then 9 is the Scoured. Excavated tunnel sites and tunnels have been overrun by the Titan's blood. Intelligent creatures encountered returned to minions, fled, or were killed. Minions turned to minions, fled, or were killed if they resisted. These areas once inhabited but now have been filled with the pulsing, seething blood of the Titan. Moving through them is extremely dangerous due to the Titan's blood covering walls and floors. Perhaps untold treasures of lost sediments, civilizations are buried here. Perhaps items of great power lie partly buried in the oozing blood of the Titan. No one will ever know until they explore. And I'm just going to leave it at that. DMs can do what they wish with those rooms, basically. They can just make them whatever they want. And there's 3 of them right there. 1, 2, 3. 10 is that really fun death chute I made. The dump chute it's called. And it's another one of those, they were digging out rock and they would just throw it down there. And so it's all loose gravel, and then you have to do a dex check, and if you fail, you start bouncing off. Remember, we were doing terminal velocity equations, and then I give them one last chance to do that, or they go, ah. All right, 11 is the Entropic cult caverns, which is right there. But now with 9 being so small, I think I can move this over here. Great sound effects, huh? Ah, what does the Titan blood do? Okay, you might have missed that when I talked about it in WoP before. Titan's blood, magical substance. Oh wait, you're not seeing the right thing here. Titan blood, magical substance. It's perpetually hot due to the power of the Titan's spirit within, so it ignites flammable objects. However, if consumed, creature can make a charisma saving throw DC 14 or become a minion of the Titan, like dominate person or monster. Each day they can do it again to try to get their mind back. If they succeed the saving throw on the first try, they take a small portion of the Titan's power into themselves permanently. So they gain advantage versus cold, +1 to a stat of choice. If they get a natural 20, they get +2 to a stat of their choice. If they get a natural 1, they instantly lose a point of con as well. Cannot be stacked by consuming numerous things. So it either takes over their mind or it gives them a little boost. Who would think to consume it, though, if it starts things on fire? That's the trick, right? You'd be like, oh my god, that stuff is dangerous, don't touch it. But if you do, because players do the damnedest things, if you do, you're going to potentially gain a benefit out of it. Okay, so I can now shuffle this back over to here. And I can zoom out again. So 11 is the Entropic cult Caverns, and what I said is they're destroyed, abandoned. But there's these Titan minion Psilocybes, mushroom people, that are in there researching what they were doing there. So replace cult members and recruits are now various creatures who have found their way in. Titan minion Psilocybes, giant spiders, and of course bat folk who eat Psilocybes for recreational purposes. Why? Well, they have two benefits. They have hallucinogenic spores, and that they're under Titan control. So they might. That's going to count like here. It's like spores may transfer Titan control to those who ingest them. Charisma DC 10 due to being a microdose. I managed to use microdose in my Dungeons and Dragons thing. All right. That was number 11. Number 12 is the Lair of the Kraken. The Kraken is also statted out here on the Desperate Kraken on WOPA 4. So I really just copied and pasted all of this. Krakens are crazy dangerous in Dungeons and Dragons. Look at this stuff. Oh, I got to do some here, like armor class. Oops. An armor class of 18, hit points of 472. Do not mess with the Kraken is what it comes down to. Don't do it. Do not. Also, don't mess with the Rock. Which sounds like a wrestling reference, but on the opposite side, on the exposed foot here, you'll see that there is a rock, and that thing is also very dangerous. 248 hit points, not nearly as dangerous as the Kraken. The Rock keeps trying to go eat the Kraken. Oh, no, because it's an organic kind of thing. You're trying to take the spirit of the Titan and take, like, make it yours, but it doesn't work with items. That would be too powerful. Dip an item in it, get a magic item out of it. Nuh-uh. Just doing some formatting here. Oops. So it's just been grabbing food, that as things that like come into its lair or that get too close, flying by or whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's totally having a war with the Rock over territory. Totally. It's totally a war with the Rock. Don't go to war with the Rock, because he knows what you're cooking. He can smell it. Oh no, wait, you're supposed to smell what he's cooking. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Well, that means his super sniffer also can smell what you're cooking. Just don't do it. It's not a good plan. So far, the Kraken has been winning because it's like twice as powerful. And it's in this lair, but these are like its tentacles. If you look out here, you see its tentacles. Oops. Zoop. And this is why the Kraken has not been able to win, because he is inside that cave. There. Inside, outside, inside, outside. I can even try to line it up. Inside, outside, almost. Inside the Kraken, outside the Kraken. Okay, and that is number 12 on the map. And so, according to my math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's 2 6s. There's a little bat cave down here too. And 12. I think it's done. I think it's done. Make sure everything is on its own layer. The map labels. Oh no, there's no map labels on this one. So that can go away. Delete. I want to delete that group. Delete layer. Yep. Okay. That's the lore box in the lore. This is the Plateau Sea Cave number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. The room numbers. And the map. Perfect. Now I have to do one last thing, which is I updated that map a little bit. So what I have to do is, oh, I should flip this over so you can see it like. So you can see that like the rock chipped out a little layer for itself right here. And right there. Yep. Oops. Was not what I wanted to do. And then the tunnels, I moved all the tunnels, so every time they run into the Titan's body, they go another way. So they were tunneling here, and then minions fell out and died. And you can see the shattered bits of the Titan's sword. This is a little cleaner because it doesn't have all that other stuff on it. Here's the Titan's rib cage with the water like pouring into it. And then these are the surface entrances here on the right, on the lower left, and then up just under the sword, like the 3 main entrances. And then I put this elevation thing on the sides, which you can't see with all the other layers there, so that you knew, like, if this is 0, because of the way that Titan rock was formed, some of it is higher than others. So if you look here, the plateau is higher than Titan at the bottom of Titan Sword Falls, and the Blood Fountain is higher than Entropic Temple, which is higher than the Exposed Foot. And so that kind of, on this one, though, I wanted to make sure that you could see that more clearly, because we're looking internally. And so there are a bunch of stairs in there, natural stairs that they kind of carved. But it might not have been readily apparent, so I put in the elevation markers. So this is done. I can import the image from Obsidian Lair. It's 1:44. I have a kids D&D game at 3. Yes, at 3 my time. All right. So I'm gonna export this now again. Yep, save image, export as the Tunnels of Titan Rock. What was it called? Just the Tunnels of Titan Rock. Already exists, replace it, and then I'm going to get an error over in InDesign. InDesign's going to be like, hey, Something's wrong here. See, it says checking, then it says one error. I click in that error, and it says the tunnels of Titan Rock updated. And I say okay, and there it is. So now, if I turn off 7, oh, why it didn't update? Oh, I gotta go to links here. This one. It's modified. Do I want it to be? Yeah. Now you can see the exit right there. All right. So now this is done, so I can save this, and smallest file size I'm going to save as WOPA 6, Tunnels of Titan Rock. I'm going to, I don't need to embed thumbnails. Create tag, create layers, and save. And then it'll pop it open when it's done saving. So that'll be done. Saving. Ah, it's done. Good. Just do a quick check in Adobe Acrobat. Whoa, something screwed up. What is going on? Oh, that's good. Okay. It's fine. 2 is fine. 3 is fine. 4 is fine. 5 is fine. 6, 7, 8. Because remember, I tried to limit it to 10 places, and so then I had to double and triple up some of the numbers, which is an old school Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. The room numbers, the map. Yeah, okay, cool. Guides and grids, there are no guides and grids. Where they would be like if you look at the Sunless Citadel has room 14, and then there's like 6 or 8 places it shows up. The same thing in the Forge of Fury. So then you can have a whole bunch of extra rooms, and then they just have like random rolls. All right, so I can close this, and I can close this. It's done. So now I'm going to make another one, create new, 2048 by 2048, which is the same size as the last one. Why does it not save that as a size here for me? All right. 2048. 2048. One page. Start one column. I don't need super big margins because it's going to be a digital product. I might pack them all up and sell them as a small book. I don't know if I'll do it like a monthly thing. Create. Okay, I'm going to create this new one. You can see that I really just use InDesign for, hello, chill out. I really just use InDesign for all of this stuff. That was all 2OG work and WOPA. All right, so Lair of the Obsidian Dragon. No. Oh yeah. It still says copyright. No. I did that earlier. I'm just about done. I've got 12 minutes in the scheduled thing. I've just finished the map. I did some other highlights and figured out some stuff on it. And so this is now the lair of the Obsidian Dragon. Oh, you know what I forgot? Scale. I gotta go back into it. Pop open Incarnate again. Boop. Joseph Goodman would be ashamed of me. I forgot a scale. Let's see. Okay, I'm back here in this map. I need legend to scale. F scale Okay. I'm going to do this one, and so that's going to be 5 feet right there. So what I need to do is make this much larger. Now that's like 1, 2, 3. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good enough. Good enough for government work. The question is, where am I going to put it? I've only streamed on Monday, so I've been busy with getting everything ready for moving and whatnot. So, boy, where am I going to put this? It's huge. I suppose I could put it. I could do this and put it in the background and just get rid of. Some of them. So now, if I let's see. How big is the dragon's cave? That's what I really need to know. Because each one of them is going to be 50 feet. That's 100. 100. And then high, it's going to be like 20 feet. I'm going to put it way down here in the lava pool. Oh, that's not what I wanted. With that, I'll put it down here. Yeah, so they're going to be 50-foot increments. Expand a little bit here. Right there. All right, need some text. White, yes. This one right here. Let's say 0. So right here is 50. Oh, did you get the PC? Did you get a new PC? You've got it all figured out? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear. Did my advice help? I hope. I want an Obsidian map compass. I bet I can make this look Obsidian. Whoa, it's huge. Yeah, I need to finish moving so I can also get a new PC. That'll be 270, but not 45. I just want to be 45, and then flip it this way. No, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay. Put it like right there. Yeah. You get one with a graphics card in it, because I figured, like I said, I figured that was going to be the most important thing. I don't know what just happened there. West, north, east, south. Nickel Antiqua. Click on this one. Yep, thank you. Uncial? I don't know. Uncial Antiqua. It's the name of the font. There, done. Okay, there. Very good. Zoom out. That W's a little off. It should be like right there. S should be like. I want to make sure that light hits these light tunnels, and so if west is off that way, the sun should come around, rise in the east, come around the front here, and hit these light tunnels as well. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, that's all done. So now I can save it again. Save. Okay. And saved and export as image. Save image. I'm going to save it to the same name, so then all I have to do is relink it in WOPA 7 Obsidian Dragon. Save. Yes, it already exists. I know. It's done, and now an alert's going to pop up, and it's going to go, oh, go into here and click this. And I will, and it's done. Oh, and now I just have to do that, and voila. Nope. Voila. There we go. Now if I scroll out, and you probably can't see it because I was showing you incarnate, but there we go. Turn off incarnate. There it is in InDesign. So I can start making I can start doing the stats for it on save. I'm gonna call it WOPA 7 Lair Lair of the Obsidian Dragon. Save. I'm going to copy over all the notes from the map. So I'm just going to go into edit map details. I'm going to grab all this stuff here. All this stuff here. And I'm just going to make a quick text box right here. Whoa, that's super tiny. Let's just give it I'm just going to give it a fill so it's easier to read, and then I'll be done for the day. And then I'll be done for the day. Fill, white, paper. Shrink it down to that. And just throw it up in this corner here. There we go. All right, I got my notes. got my notes. I'm ready to stat it up. Oh, Snapcam decided that it was going to freak out, which is totally fine. You don't need to see me anymore. As long as my voice is coming across the airwaves. The intertubes. Let's see what happened to Snapcam. Already Snapcam. Oh, it just locked up. Good gosh, Snapcam. Get it together. Yeah, it just, Snapcam just froze. Totally, like just totally frozen. All right, well, I'm done for the day. I've got my notes in InDesign. I've got the map in InDesign. I just finished last week's, so I can also, I'm going to dump that into Twitch subs on the Discord. What's the Discord, you say? Why, it's right here. For those that don't know, the chill out corner over there also streams right there. And if you want to get in on this and you're not a subscriber, in chat is how to do it. Anytime this stream is live, you can buy in for this week. Marcus comes by and buys 2 weeks at a time, it seems. It just drops 300 bits for the last 2 weeks, or this week and the previous week. Whatever. Or 5,000 channel coppers, 5,000 channel points, which have all been refunded from the return of Frederic because it did not meet its funding goal, which is totally fine because Frederic's probably going to return anyway. He has to. He's part of the story. It just pushes things along. All right. That's it. I'm done. Stay safe, wear a mask, get your vaccine, etc., etc., etc. Have a good day. I'll be back here tonight? Question mark? We're not sure. The Wednesday pirate game has been falling apart. I might just play Tempest again, which was that pirate game I played last time. I think MGP is going to come to an end. The crew is kind of falling apart. In terms of interest levels. With only 3 players, it's hard to run it. So maybe I'll do something similar, but on a different day. Starcrawl is still... Oh, look, I'm back. Starcrawl is still fine. Starcrawl is going strong. And so that will continue. Probably on Wednesdays. I don't know. We'll see. Wednesdays seem to be... it's the one with Snacks MGP. Swashbucklers on the Liching Hour now. It was on Goodman Games official, but we're moving it to the Liching Hour, and we're making some big changes to that show. You'll just have to hang out and find out what's up with that. Cleared your May 8th officially. So that must be Tales from the Loop. I will be sure to read and write an adventure and do all that stuff. This week I have to move. Got the keys. I can go put stuff in the garage after Kids D&D today, and before I come back and stream something later tonight. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with Wednesdays. I don't know if I'm not sure if I enjoy streaming every Wednesday. Maybe I'll do like an every other Wednesday and an every other Friday or something. Swashbuckler is going to stay every other Thursday. We're just going to switch channels and some other stuff and see how it goes. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Stay safe. Or good night in case it's, in the case of... Oh, hey, Tommy. In case of Chill Out there, who's way over in... CIO Gamer also streams from time to time. So if I do that, you can be like, oh, look, he played Spider-Man Miles Morales. Cool. It's all right. I got a lot of work done. Like Monday's stream, I cut 15 minutes short because I got so much done, and then today well, it's a little over, but I got the keys to the new place, so I got to do some packing so I can move a bunch of stuff, because on Sunday pals are coming over with a trailer and an SUV, and Last time, Ivan and I moved all the big stuff in 4 hours by ourselves, and we got twice as many people this time, so hopefully we'll get it done in less time. The really cool thing, Tommy, is that the new place, the garage, is about as big as this apartment. There's so much space in it. It's crazy. And then the apartment, oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta answer that. All right, talk to you all later. Bye. Tommy, I'll talk to you on Facebook.